Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Ayobami Bakari. And if it is your second time here, or if you have been a long time subscriber or even a new subscriber, thank you for tuning in. So if you've been following along with my Common App series, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the activities section, or we're going to be filling out the activities section together. Secondly, for those of you that have been asking when my Zoom class begins September 15th. The link to the form is in the description box in this video and in all the videos for the Common App series. So you can go on there, fill out the form, and you should receive an email from my team as soon as possible. So let's get right into this video. So the activities section is basically your extracurricular activities for those of you in Nigeria. And I know that a lot of us that went to day school probably did not do a lot of extracurricular activities, but we're also going to find a way to, fill up this section. You can see here that it says arts, music, clubs, community engagement, family responsibilities, like those of you that stay at the shop for your parents after school, hobbies, sports, work or volunteering, other experiences that have been meaningful to you. Now, at this stage, I feel like a lot of us have different activities. So, yes, I do have activities that I want to report. Keep in mind that my activities will always be different from your activities, except we went to the same school. And even if we went to the same school, it will still be different. Now, I wanted to say that for the activity section, for the writing section, for the colleges section, for the courses and grades section, a lot of questions will be answered in my Zoom class, which is basically free of charge, but you do have to register first and foremost so we can get your email and communicate with you. But I'm going to try as much as possible to explain on here on YouTube. The good thing about the Zoom class is that you can ask me questions real time because we're going to be discussing. You can ask me questions peculiar to you. You can come into the breakout rooms, the breakout sessions, and just have me talk with you personally. So please make sure to sign up. For those of you that do not have your transcript, because you'd be required to submit your high school unofficial transcript on that Zoom registration form, please explain why in the form section why you haven't submitted your transcript or why you're not able to submit your transcripts. But please make sure you submit your transcript so that we can assess and review all your documents together, because I would also be reviewing essays, which is why the writing section has been on hold, or the writing video has been on hold for a very long time. For those of you that have been asking for a very long time for the long awaited writing video, is simply because I prefer to do that via Zoom so we can make corrections and discuss and proofread your essay together. So even if that's just what you want to do, writing section, you just want me to look through your essays, please join the Zoom class. You can send me emails letting me fill out the form and then send me an email that you're just for the Zoom writing class so that I can attend to you accordingly. Please, if you know that you're just for the writing class, you have to send me a follow-up email in the email that's on that form also, so I can reach out to you and we can work together. All right. But it's better you join all the classes because I'll go through the Common App with you personally also, and the ISFA, the financial aid section. But the Zoom class is just an all-encompassing 10 weeks of us working together on your application, how to write emails to schools. Videos will still be coming up on the YouTube, but it will not be as much as the Zoom class that we meet every week, that you're able to ask me questions real time, and questions are very personal to you. Yes, and then there's some things that you would send me on via email, and the response itself is very long, that talking would make it shorter. So that's also an advantage of the Zoom class. It is free. I'll see you guys on the 15th. So let's continue our video. Sorry for the short break, I guess. So activity one, the activity type, like I told you guys, the red asterisk simply means that this question is required. So now, is this an academics? When they're asking you whether this activity type is academic, now you can put in like jet club, because that relates to like sciences. Then you can also put in something computer technology. If you do robotics in your school, that's a very good opportunity to do that. I'm just going to explain all of these options here. Work paid. For those of you that are currently working while you're in school, please put that in. Theater, drama, like in my school, every student will partake in the drama that we want to do at the end of the term. So you can put that in. Student government or politics. If you were a prefect in your school, social justice now would be sort of female female education, empowerment for women, working against female genital mutilation. If you're involved in things like that, it doesn't really have to be, your activities don't have to relate to school. And some of you that already have NGOs or have started working with NGOs, talking about how talking about menstrual hygiene for females. I'm so sorry if the social justice part is just talking about females alone, but like that's the prominent part of it that I know about. Science or math, you'd have jet club. School spirit down, a lot of Nigerian schools do not have anything like school spirit, so you might not necessarily put that in. But if you were to be in a country where you guys do school spirit, which is basically like once it's time for a game in your school, maybe another school is coming to face your school on school grounds, you guys probably dress, maybe if your school is blue and yellow, black and white, you dress like that. You're in charge of all the coordination of the activities for that week. You see here that robotics is on its own research for some people that are, maybe you're doing literature or you're an art student, all those assignments that they should give you that is so bogus. Yeah, that's part of it. Religious, if you're part of like working, if you go to a Christian school or a religious school, whatever you're involved in, you'll put that there. Music, vocal, if you sing, music instrumental. Like me now, I have music instrumental. I'm just going through all of these and I'm now going to pick my own activity. LGBT, that doesn't apply to me. And junior ROTC is basically for people that want to join the army in the US. International students are not allowed to do that, and so that's not an activity that is available to you even in your secondary school here in Nigeria. Journalism or publication, I feel like that's called press club in Nigeria. Internship, like for my school, once you finish year 9, which is GS3, if you say that, oh, I want to be an accountant, then that summer between JS3 to SS1, the July to August, you're going to the entirety of July, you spend it in an accounting firm to be sure that that's actually what you want to do for the rest of your life. If your school doesn't have that option, do not choose it. Foreign language, I know some people have like French club, Yoruba club, foreign exchange. Like for my school, sometimes we would have Zoom meetings with schools in China, schools in different countries, just to, rub minds together or just discuss certain world issues. So if your school has something like that or any other thing that represents foreign exchange, please keep that in mind and put that in there. Like for us, my robotics might fall under foreign exchange because at a point we had foreign delegates come teach us robotics before we move to the Nigerian aspect or the Nigerian guys. Then family responsibilities now, if you're the one, maybe you have a grandparent, you are the carer for that grandparent, you are the person that stays with that grandparent after school and you spend a lot of hours, you can put that in there. If you stay at your mom's shop or your dad's business or your dad's shop, even if they're just calling you to go and deliver stuff on their company's behalf, maybe it's like their own sole entrepreneurship, then it's also a family responsibility. Environmental, I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Debate or speech is also self-explanatory. Dance, cultural, Nigerians, you see, you can showcase. Computer or technology, like I said, I think some people have like the ICT club or the robotics. You can see that there's a separation between computer and technology and robotics. So for me now, I would just choose robotics. And computer or technology, I didn't really do any activity in relation to that because my school we use computers already. So if your school has something like that, please put that in mind. Community service volunteer, my school did that. We had a roboto home for kids with special needs that we visited from time to time. Career oriented now is an activity that probably like Red Cross, if you want to be a nurse or you want to go in the healthcare system. But even if you're not going into the healthcare system but you did robotics, then community service, girls guide, boy scouts can also follow that. I'm not sure if they do that secondary school. Sha. Then athletics, JV or varsity. And so the athletics, JV or varsity is basically for people that are doing sports that they want to play in. university, like actually play for your school. So if you're someone that does sports in your school now, not as a club, but you have like a coach that's training you guys and you guys go for competitions periodically or regularly, and you want to come in as an athlete in any school in the US, then you put athletics JV varsity. But if you just did sports as per everybody's doing sports, day school, boarding school students, then it would be athletics club, then arts, then you have that, and there you go. So for me, we did athletics JV varsity, but we still did not go and play anything. So we're gonna put athletics club, and so I have different sports teams here, but I did volleyball. I was just a member with no career leadership. And so what did you do here? Played weekly with my, so you're just basically explaining what you did here. And then I played weekly with my teammates. We competed in U17 competition and got third place as a school. And so I did that in 9, 10, 11. I didn't do that in 12. This was during school year. Hours spent per week. So basically, we did, so you do a lot of maths in this area. So we did volleyball twice a week, 1 hour each. And so I had 2 hours for volleyball and the week spent per year. So basically, this calculation, nobody should come and send emails and be like, I don't understand, blah, blah, blah. Farabalẹ̀ and listen. There's 52 weeks in a year. 52 weeks minus your holidays. So the entirety of July is spent at home for a lot of people. Well, let's just say the entirety of August is spent at home, which is 4 weeks. And then the entirety of July for my school is spent at home also, which is 4 weeks again. Then you have like 2 weeks in September. So that gives you 10 weeks. So out of 42 weeks, which are the number of weeks you are in school, I spent 42 weeks playing volleyball because I did volleyball every week in school, and we spent 42 weeks in a academic school or academic session. And if we were to do 9 months, is it 9 months? September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and if so July, that's already 4 times 10, that's already 40, and then 2 extra weeks of August. So you can do 40 weeks or 42 weeks, whichever one you want to do, but those are the number of weeks you spend a year. And so if it's something that you only do in first term, you only calculate September, October, November, December, 4 times 4, 16 weeks. Do you want to participate in a similar activity in college? No, I don't, but you can put yes. So you have up to 10 activities available that you can put in. And so I'm just going to put another activity for the family responsibilities section. And that's for people that don't understand. So on here, I did debate. I did a lot of things, but I'm not putting like everything that I did because this is not my actual common app. So what did I do here? Position or leadership description. I was receptionist, the family company. Are we following how I'm answering this? When I say receptionist now, basically you're the person that stays in the shop. And so organization name, if you can see that it's not required. So if you wish to put your family's business, if it's something that's going to go on your financial aid application like your ISFA, yeah, please put that in. Please describe this activity, including what you accomplished and any recognition you received. So basically what you do here is attend to customers and follow up with clientele base. You can see here that I did not put I just put like attend. And so when did I do this? For someone that probably was after you finished school, you started helping in your mom's shop, it will be your postgraduate. If it was somebody like is during that. So for somebody that did that throughout secondary school, so the only activities they're asking you now is from JS3, SS1, SS2, and SS3, those 4 years. So keep that in mind. So if you did any activity in JS1, JS2, it's not, and you didn't continue it in JS3, then you can't put it on here. There's no relevance of it. Only the ones you did from JS3 upward. So let's say you did an activity for only JS3, put it. If you did for only SS1, put it. Like for me now, I did sports from JS1 to SS2. Basically SS3 you focus on your exams. So if I put all year, because family responsibilities, even during break you're still at the shop. So hours spent per week, maybe you only stay in the shop for 2 hours, 3 hours, or 5 hours. 5 hours, and weeks spent per year, you can now put the 52 weeks. I get me, because you are there holiday every time. No, you don't intend to participate in something like that, except you want to, maybe sales person, maybe you're a social media person, your family, you're the one that's helping them to post. You can say that you intend to do that in college also, which is university in the US, and probably join like the social media team for whatever department it is in the US. So that is all for activities. There's up to 10 activities that you can put. Now, it doesn't matter the number of activities that you put, because everybody's activities varies and differs. And so on here, before we do the writing section, I'm going to add colleges to my Common App. And so I'm going to do that in this video also. Hopefully this video is not too long. And so from here, these are the general topics. So you can pick one of these and work on it before coming to the Zoom class. But if you're not coming to the Zoom class, you can still send your essay to me for proofreading, but it will still be a bit sort of wonky because I'm not able to talk with you directly to, ask questions and ask what you intend to put in each place so we can work on it better. My advice for you to join the Zoom class is free. We start September 15th. We meet every Saturday from 1 to 2 p.m. via Zoom, and the link will be communicated via your email. So if there's anybody you know that wants to join, don't just give them the Zoom link, because I will verify people that fill that form and they will be thrown out of the class. Have them fill the form also, just for accountability and for other. And so once I add the schools or colleges, you can see on here that it says, here's the current list of colleges on your dashboard and whether they require the personal essay. Some schools will require the personal essay, which can be, you can pick any of these topics. It doesn't matter whichever school it is, it doesn't matter. Like that doesn't determine whichever essay topic, or if you just pick, you can pick the one you want from any of these. I always say pick any one of these rather than getting a topic on your own, because this helps you to work better on it and also answer your questions better. And so the other thing that I wanted to say is, once I begin adding colleges, you would see here that it says whether they require it or not, but that doesn't matter, still answer it. And then the other thing that I wanted to say is, some colleges require you to have to write extra essays, writing supplements. So when you add your schools, you'll be able to see that on here. So I'm going to go to the my colleges section for us to answer all of those things. But then I feel like I should put it on my next video. So I will see you guys in my next video, which will be next week. And we'll be adding colleges, answering the writing aspect, and answering the courses and grade sections. So I'll see you guys in my next video, and I hope this was very useful to you guys. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to like it, share, subscribe, and comment. See you.